Yo, what it is, YouTube? It's your boy DC coming back with another bullseye of a video here today on the channel. I'm gonna be giving out a free NBA YoungBoy preset, and we actually gonna cook it up and grill it up right now, okay? So if you guys like the video, first thing, don't forget, subscribe and comment NBA YoungBoy in the comments, and I will send you the link to the free preset. It's gonna be a 2 preset pack, a 2-track little juicer, as well as the actual, lead thing that we're gonna cook up live in front of you like it's Benihana's, you feel me? Okay, so shout out to the artist Von Banks. He's really dope. I remember I did a song for him like a year ago, and this is trying to model the sound of NBA YoungBoy MASA. I like how some of the songs, or at least the songs that we got so far, kind of sound like Priorities and Peeping. That's the type of stuff we're going for. So let's listen to the vocal that we got to start off with.
I'm glad I made it out. Catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out, asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, ain't even heard them. They don't need your time or present, they don't deserve it at all. Paint your picture, understand I be whatever you want me to be, let me know.
All right, cool. So that's the thing about NBA YoungBoy. His vocals are always very upfront, very present, with a lot of energy. So let's get to working on that sound. Let's listen to only the 2-track beat though. Usually with the beat, make sure you clip it down a couple dBs. I usually do it from about 8 to 10. All right, and I'm gonna use this God particle. Let's just start from the very default. So one of the very few rare occasions, I'm actually going to use the internal multiband. I know a lot of people, some people use it all the time. Me personally, I hardly ever use it, maybe like 10%. But I'm going to use it here because I like how it's tightening up the mid-range and the low end of the 2-track beat. It makes it feel nice and glued and jelly. So we're going to save this one as the NBA YoungBoy 2-track. And this is a Studio Rack preset. So you just will take it and you drag it onto the free Waves plugin Studio Rack. And if you already have God Particle, you scan it on VST3 and boom, it will come up and all that shit like that. This shit is so easy, bruh. All right, let's listen to our lead vocal. I always love to throw on a VU meter first though, because I know all analog model plugins, don't matter what company it is, are always around the negative 18 dB. So I just try to make sure I'm in the ballpark.
I'm glad I made it out. Catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out, asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, ain't even heard them. They don't need your time or present, they don't deserve it at all. Paint your picture, understand I be whatever.
All right, so I'm in the ballpark. Boom. All right, let's go. First thing I'm going to do, I'm probably going to use a Neve 1073, and this is all UAD Spark. This is all UAD Spark.
I'm glad I made it out. Catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out, asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, ain't even heard them. They don't need your time or present, they don't deserve it at all. Paint your picture, understand I be whatever you want me to be, let me know. Ain't that strange? They won't come out of hiding when you get a little fame. I bust the car to dance, so I ain't got a bust his brain. Got on the streets, I seen more money than a little change. Ain't we different? I'm at peace, my nigga, I'm not even tripping. I'm glad I made it out. Catch me up on the paper route.
All right, cool. So the Neve 1073 is bringing in that warmth. So all we did was like a filter. I know NBA YoungBoy, his voice is not really deep or anything like that. So just a filter at, is that 80 or 60 hertz? It doesn't matter. Either way, just using the combination of that filter as well as that low shelf where it's starting to create our mid-range. Even though we running through this plugin, we getting a little bit of transformer saturation, which is giving us that body. Now, one thing I know about NBA YoungBoy, bruh, I'm gonna bring this shit in early, is that he always got this crazy ass aggression to his vocal. So I'm gonna use the 1176 right here. And I'm gonna use, let me see, a preset like parallel vocal aggression. And I'm doing this shit super early because I'm gonna use this parallel compression to kind of guide the energy.
I'm glad I made it out. Catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out, asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, ain't even heard them. They don't need your time or present, they don't deserve it at all. Paint your picture, understand I be whatever you want me to be, let me know. Ain't that strange? They won't come out of hiding when you get a little fame.
What I like about this compressor right now is giving me that crunchy YB texture, you know, right, stepping on them down, you know, when YB start getting that little crunchy texture, you feel me, that fried chicken, KFC, McDonald's type of texture inside of his voice, that chicken tender texture, you feel me, that's what I'm looking for, okay? So that's what that parallel compression is giving me. So I'm not doing the generic ass, oh, you gotta do it like this and do it like that. Hell no, you gotta be creative with a YB style type of preset. All right, so what else can we do? You know, I think a little bit of compression would be nice at this point. But what type of compression we want to use? I'm using only UAD Spark, so let me see what we got here. A nice little bit of compression. Something like a Fairchild, you know, Fairchild would be dope for YB because I damn well know YB, he always has the soul, especially on a couple of those songs on MASA, you know, what we heard so far. Like you hear that soul, bro, you feel that pain, like everything he been going through type shit. So, you know, I know there's a dope preset I probably would use too is like rap vocal. I would just start. Maybe I would not overdrive it as much, but still just like a D beer too.
I'm glad I made it out. Catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, I ain't even heard them. They don't need your time or present, they don't deserve it at all. Paint the picture. Understand I be whatever you want me to be, let nigga. Ain't that strange? They won't come out of hiding when you get a little fame. I'm glad I made it out. Catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, I ain't even heard them. They don't need your time or present, they don't deserve it at all.
All right, so most importantly too, I know this is not a Waves plugin. I know this is not a UAD Spark plugin, but you definitely need a limiter though when you're working on a YB style vocal. Let me see if UAD has any style limiters. You know what? Maybe we might just even use a little bit of a tape compression. So let's use something like the Studer A800 on a YB style vocal. And because this plugin is a little bit different, I'm gonna actually do a real different trick. What I like to do is I like to go, okay, input level, and then I'm gonna assign another macro as well, and it's going to be output level, and then I'm gonna go to edit, right? Edit macro, and I'm gonna reverse my output level, which is gonna give me a perfect level match when I'm playing around with the tape. So this one knob right here, let me see. This one knob right here is gonna have the ability to be level matched, but like if you use this regular plugin, you couldn't do it that way. So let's look.
I'm glad I made it out. Catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, I ain't even heard them. They don't need your time or present, they don't deserve it at all. Paint the picture. Understand I.
All right, cool. And now at that point, I know UAD, do they have a multiband for the vocals? Let's see if they have one. I think they do. They have that Type A style plugin. And let's see if we can use that to substitute C4 pop vocal preset. Probably won't be able to do it, but I just like how this can also give some, let me see if we have let's see if we got good presets.
I'm glad I made it out. Catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, I ain't even heard them. They don't need your time or present, they don't deserve it at all. Paint the picture. Understand I be whatever you want me to be, let nigga. Ain't that strange? They won't come out of hiding when you get a little fame. Bust the car to dance, so I ain't got a bust his brain. Got out the streets, I seen more money than a little change. Ain't we different? I'm at peace, my nigga, I'm not even tripping. They trying to get to me, I think. I'm glad I made it out. Catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, I ain't even heard them.
I'm not sure, bro. I know it says a whatever it called UAD preset, but fuck it, bro. I can't resist, bro. I gotta use my motherfucking pop vocal preset.
I'm glad I made it out. Catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, I ain't even heard them. They don't need your time or present, they don't deserve.
It just makes the vocal kind of sound like super fucking thin and shit like that. So at that point, I probably would just like maybe like even push this back a little bit more. All right, so what else we gonna do? So with YB, I know YB, dope thing about NBA YoungBoy too, bro, is he has like always, he sounds like he's got this really dope reverb that just breathes very well. And I think the UAD Capital Chambers will be that one plugin to bring that stuff out, you know?
I'm glad I made it out. Catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out asking me for no favor. the dance, so I ain't gotta bust his brain. Got out the streets, I seen more money than a little chain. Ain't we different? I'm at peace, my nigga.
So that's the thing about it. I noticed about YB's type of stuff too. Is like with YB, bro. With NBA YoungBoy, his like sound and stuff like that. Oh wait, where's my delay? I don't get no delay. I noticed that NBA YoungBoy, he always got like this internal. It's called an input echo. That's why his reverb sounds like that. It has an echo already inside of it, and that's the way to achieve it. So let's use a quarter note delay as well, and then we're gonna like filter it off a little bit, and then NBA YoungBoy definitely gonna have something like a dimension D on his vocal. So let's go over here.
I'm glad I made it out, catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out, asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, I ain't even heard them. They don't even need your time or present, they don't deserve it at all. Paint the picture, understand I be whatever you want me to be, let me know. Ain't that strange? They won't come out of hiding when you get a little fame. I bust the
All right, so especially even like on these ad libs too, right here, I would definitely use another one of these. What is it called? Isn't it called Studio Chorus D? So I guess you would just put it on your own stuff.
I'm glad I made it out, catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out, asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, I ain't even heard them. They don't even need your time or present, they don't deserve it at all. Paint the picture, understand I be whatever you want me to be, let me know. Ain't that strange? They won't come out of hiding when you get a little fame. I bust the car to dance, so I ain't gotta bust his brain. Got out the streets, I seen more money than a little chain. Ain't we different?
All right, so at that point, C4, okay, so we got that, and I think I want to finish it off with something like a channel strip. So definitely for somebody like YB, especially on his recent sound, I want to go with something warm like a SSLE to finish it off, and let's see what moves I would end up using.
I'm glad I made it out, catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out, asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, I ain't even heard them. They don't even need your time or present, they don't deserve it at all. Paint the picture, understand I be whatever you want me to be, let me know. Ain't that strange? They won't come out of hiding when you get a little fame. I bust the car to dance, so I ain't gotta bust his brain. Got out the streets, I seen more money than a little chain. Ain't we different? I'm at peace, my nigga, I'm not even tripping. Devil tryna get to me, I thank God for. I'm glad I made it out, catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out, asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, I ain't even heard them. They don't even need your time or present, they don't deserve it at all. Paint the picture, understand I be whatever you want me to be, let me know. Ain't that strange? They won't come out of hiding when you get a little fame. I bust the car to dance, so I ain't gotta bust his brain. Got out the streets, I seen more money than a little chain. Ain't we different? I'm at peace, my nigga, I'm not even tripping. Devil tryna get to me, I thank God for my angels. I still got love for the people that done crossed me. They better be glad that them niggas ain't lost me. They might scream that it's love. I'm glad I made it out, catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out, asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, I ain't even heard them. They don't even need your time or present, they don't deserve it at all. Paint the picture, understand I be whatever you want me to be, let me know. Ain't that strange? They won't come out of hiding when you get.
All right, so that makes a fucking huge difference. All right, so far we used a little bit of tape to smoothen things out. After that, we used the Neve 1073 to get that warmth NBA YoungBoy style. Then we used a little bit of this compression, taking advantage of this tube saturation. That's what gives him that life, that soul. Then after that, we used, we couldn't help it, but we used the C4 pop vocal preset. Okay, we're fucking human. Then we use this SSL. The SSL makes a huge difference. On the compression part, I used a limiter. Like how I said, I wanted to use a limiter in the beginning, but I just used it in the end because YB, he be pushing his vocal and stuff like that. And sometimes it happens where there's some overages, and that's why I like to use a limiter either in the beginning or in the end to get that waveform nice and tight. On our effects, we use some parallel compression. We use parallel vocal aggression to mimic the way White B is always snapping into the microphone on the songs that he did on MASA, Peepin', etc., etc. Then we use the capital chambers. This is really good for a YB type of sound because we know YB has an input echo inside of his reverb, and that's why how his reverb always sounds like there's a shadow chasing it inside of it. You feel me? If you pay attention, you'll hear it. Then we used an H delay, right? And then we used a stereo D chorus because we know that's gonna kind of give it that modulation type style effect that YB has. So we're gonna save this, right? We're gonna save this as the NBA NBA YB free preset, and you guys can get this free preset if you do. I hope you guys were able to learn something today. I cooked up like Benihana's, you feel me? I cooked it up right in front of y'all. Hibachi, I cooked it up right in front of y'all and showed y'all how to get that YB sound. Let's play it before and after real quick one more time though.
I'm glad I made it out, catch me up on the paper route. Don't have your hand out, asking me for no favor. Everybody going on mute, I ain't even heard them. They don't need your time or present, they don't deserve it. Paint the picture, understand I be whatever you want me to be, little nigga. Ain't that strange? They want come out of hiding when you get a little fame. I bust the car to dance, so I ain't gotta bust his brains. Got out the streets, I seen more money than a little change. Ain't we different? I'm at peace, my nigga, I'm not even tripping.
Woo! So we got it sounding pro and mainstream from just a regular home vocal to up front and present. And you guys can get that preset for free. We dropped so much fire, the goddamn light done turned off. Okay, so much gems, the light done turned off. We cooked it up right in front of y'all. Don't forget to comment NBA YoungBoy if you want to get the link to the preset for free. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And if y'all like these type of videos, give me more suggestions for artists I should do. I'll see you next time. Peace.